And welcome back to the D.W. Harrod Fieldhouse. We're about ready to start tonight's second game. It will be between Prestonsburg and South Floyd boys. And the winner of this game will move on Friday night to play in the championship game against Allen Central. That game will be at 7 o'clock. We've got the girls' championship set. It will be South Floyd and Betsy Layne girls. That will be Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And Jonathan, tell us a little bit about these two teams that's about ready to meet here.
All right, for Prestonsburg, they're 7-23. South Floyd is 18-12. They both split games. South Floyd won at Prestonsburg. Prestonsburg won at South Floyd. Now, South Floyd beat them by 30 in the front of the year, but the last second shot by Wes Hager at South Floyd put Prestonsburg in the, actually put South Floyd and Allen Central to that coin flip for the top seed, which Allen Central won. So you've got a game of, you got two different games. So tonight, it'll be a lot closer, a lot more aggressive. It'll be a slobber knocker.
Well, and this one will be the first time they met on a neutral court.
Right. So you're really going to see a great game. A lot of kids will be putting it out there for the trip for Friday night championship game.
Of course, South Floyd is the favorite to win the 58th district tournament coming in, even though they was the number 2 seed via the coin flip. Hit a little slump there toward the end of the season. Allen Central and Prestonsburg beat them at South Floyd. So we'll go down to the PA announcer to get tonight's starting lineups. Well, don't think they've got their mic turned on right now, so as the starting lineup's announced to us, Jonathan, bring them to us. Prestonsburg will be the visiting team on the scoreboard.
Number 5 will be Austin Endicott for Prestonsburg.
Number 45, Blake Sloan.
Blake Sloan for Prestonsburg, number 45. Number 1 for the Blackcats will be Chandler Nelson.
Drake Nunnery.
Number 2 for the Blackcats, Drake Nunnery. Number 10, the general for the Blackcats, Wes Hager. Coached by James DeRossett.
See if we can pick our PA announcer up now on this one here. I think he's got our mic on now.
On the scoreboard, the Raiders of South Floyd High School. Sophomore, number 23, Ray Carr. Starting at guard, the 6'1" junior, number 41, Jacob Holland. Starting at guard, the 5'11" junior, number 13, Shane Gill. Starting at guard, the 6'1" junior, number 1, J.R. Hackett. And starting at guard, the 5'11" senior, number 2, Blake Sloan. Head coach for the Raiders, Justin Holden. Tonight's officials, Tyrone Fields, Roger Fairchild, and Moss Campbell.
And that's our starting lineups for tonight's second game between South Floyd and Prestonsburg. South Floyd still huddled around the coach, Justin Holbrook, and now they break the huddle, make it out to the center court.
South Floyd, if it's a high-scoring game, it's definitely they're in favor. Prestonsburg's more of a slower pace, Tubby Smith ball type deal.
And they're waiting for fans over in the stands in Prestonsburg. Get them up off the floor. They got a row standing down on the floor. They can't be there.
Pep sections are packed.
Yes, they are. Gymnasium pretty well packed. Huge crowd in here tonight. The old dome's going out in style, isn't it? Be the last district tournament ever held here in the high school ranks, as we was interviewing school board member Junior Newsom, building a new high school gymnasium up on the hill, and it'll be open next year. So official steps in, and we're about ready for the toss of tonight's second game, and South Floyd will come away with the tip. Shane Kidd with it for the Raiders. Prestonsburg in a 2-3 zone, looks like. Goes down on the side now. That's Blade Sloan. Collins with it inside. Brady Kahn, shot no good, and tipped up and in. I think they're going to give that one to Shane Kidd, right?
Yep, Shane Kidd.
Looked like Prestonsburg player might have been one to tip it in, but him and Kidd was battling for it. So South Floyd breaks out on top. Prestonsburg with it. Here's a drive down the lane, shot up, rolls out, no good. That was Endicott with the shot. South Floyd with the rebound. J.R. Tackett with it. He drives down the corner, cut off. Now they bring it out on top. Sloan working it around the corner. Collins. Collins drives, and he's going to be fouled.
Had a little discussion there.
Well, I think one official had a foul and one had a walk, but one.
This foul's on Drake Nunnery, number 2. It's his first, team first.
So South Floyd will have it down on the baseline. Tackett throws it in to Collins. Jacob Collins double team, gets it over to, that's Brady Kahn, back to Collins. He drives, shot up, no good. Kahn couldn't control the rebound. Prestonsburg comes out with it. Austin Endicott with it into the front court now. Endicott down the lane, set up in a 1-4 offense set. Endicott, a little hesitation move, got open, couldn't knock it down. South Floyd with the rebound. That's Blade Sloan with it. Now gives it over to Collins into the front court. Shane Kidd to Collins. Looking inside to Kahn. Can't get it in there. Here's J.R. Tackett. Down in the corner it goes. And back out to Tackett. Here's a long 3 out on front. Put up, no good. Rebound Prestonsburg. Shane Kidd with the miss. Prestonsburg Nelson with it. Now gives it back to Endicott. They'll go around to Hager, back to Endicott. Trying to set a screen to the top of the circle, back to Hager. South Floyd opened up in a man-to-man defense. And here's a drive down the lane, shot up, no good. That was number 2, Nunnery with it. South Floyd with the rebound. Collins with it. Down the lane, 10-footer, good. Jacob Collins puts
nice jump shot.
South Floyd up 4-0. Endicott with it in the front court for Prestonsburg. This is Hager with it. Into the corner it goes. Baseline drive, shot, put up. No good by Nelson. And battle for the rebound out of bounds off Prestonsburg. It'll go to South Floyd. Just getting started in tonight's second game. 5:18 left first quarter. South Floyd with a 4-0 lead right now. Here's Collins with it. Down in the corner it goes to Kahn and back to Collins. Over here's J.R. Tackett. Little 12-foot baseline jumper. Bounce, bounce, bounce. No good. And rebound comes off to Nelson. Boy, had a lot of touch on that one. Just couldn't get it to go in the rim.
The rim 3 times.
Endicott with it now for Prestonsburg. Starts down the lane. Sloan cuts him off. He gets it out now. That's Blake Sloan. Hager with it. Back to Sloan. 15-footer baseline. No good. Rebound Nelson. And it is a foul on the putback by Chandler Nelson.
Foul on number 1 for South Floyd. That's J.R. Tackett. That's his first, team first.
Chandler Nelson will be at the line to shoot 2. Line drive shot, no good, off the back of the rim. 4-0 South Floyd, 4:36 left here in the first quarter. Chandler Nelson, one more free throw, trying to get Prestonsburg on the board, and he does. 4-1. Prestonsburg in a 2-2-1 full court press, no problem for South Floyd as they get it into the front court. Brady Kahn with it. Out on top it goes to Kidd, around in the corner to Johnson. Now here's Brady Kahn, spin move, baseline.
Drop step, beautiful.
Beautiful. 6-1 South Floyd. Endicott cut off on the drive. Now here's a drive by Sloan in the lane. Turnaround, rolls in. And Prestonsburg gets their first field goal, 6-3. J.R. Tackett in the lane, back over to Kahn, up, rolls in. Boy, didn't know if he had enough to get on it or not.
Just a little bit of oomph there to get that in there.
That rolled up over the rim.
It's in English.
8-3, South Floyd with the lead. And Collins went for the steal, called for the foul.
That's Jacob Collins for South Floyd, number 41. That's his first foul, team second.
And we got number 24 in the lineup for South Floyd. That's a Blake Johnson. Got a Blade Sloan and a Blake Johnson. Is Endicott with it and gives it over, shot up, no good. Gets on the rebound, puts it back up for Prestonsburg, no good. That's number 2, Nunnery, working hard and knocks this rebound out of bounds. It'll go to South Floyd. Into the front court comes Johnson with it, Blake Johnson. J.R. Tackett went up for a shot free throw line, throws it down to Brady Kahn, and we got a jump ball situation. And it'll go to Prestonsburg. Don't usually see that. Brady Kahn powered through that.
Really nice
it.
footwork. Really nice footwork from Brady Kahn. Just brought the ball down a little bit too low.
Endicott with it, and now a shot put up by Sloan, and Blake Sloan knocks it down for Prestonsburg. 8-5. Sloan has both field goals for the Blackcats. Blake Johnson with it for South Floyd, gets it down on the side to Blade Sloan. Blake Johnson back to Blade Sloan. In the corner, here's J.R. Tackett on the drive, reverse, no good. Kahn put back up, no good. Tackett with the rebound, working hard, puts it up and good. Split a triple team and put it up off the board for a bucket.
It's his first basket of the game.
10-5. Here's the Endicott with the drive. Gives it over to Blake Sloan. Sloan drives the baseline and puts it up and good as Kahn fell down and left Sloan wide open.
Blake Sloan, that's his 6 points for the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a Blake Sloan show right now for the Blackcats. Blake Johnson here, J.R. Tackett, 3, no good. Rebound comes off the Prestonsburg's Nunnery. Gets it over to Endicott into the front court. Endicott down the lane, gets it over to Blake Sloan. They clear the middle out, give him room to drive. Good defense that time by Brady Kahn. Here's Hager, here's a drive Nunnery. Kicks it out to Endicott, down the lane, breaks free, puts it up and good. Prestonsburg right now, Jonathan is just spreading the floor and trying to get a good one-on-one drive, and it's working for him right now.
Coach Dross is coming up with a game plan that's going right now toe-to-toe with Coach Holbrook. He's going down low. He's trying to get him man-to-man, and it's working for him. I mean, Blake Sloan got 6 points right away.
They trail by 1, 10-9. Here's Blade Sloan with the 3 for South Floyd, no good. Rebound comes off to Blake Sloan. And here's Hager, a little 10-footer in the lane up, no good. Brady Kahn comes off rebound, loses it, put up and in by Nunnery, and Prestonsburg takes the lead, 11-10. J.R. Tackett working, can't get a shot off, gets it over to Blake Johnson. Johnson blades Sloan down in the corner, gets it back out to Johnson. Back to Sloan, here's a three, and no good. And rebound comes off to Nelson, he's fouled.
Foul on Blade Sloan. That's his first, team third.
And we got number 33, that's Kyle Isaac, into the game for South Floyd. Prestonsburg with the 1 point lead, 11-10. They'll have the ball. We've got 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fast moving first quarter. And Prestonsburg again spreads the floor. Had a drive by Endicott. Now here's Sloan with it. Give it over to Nunnery. Austin Endicott has it down the lane. A little 12-foot floater, good. 13-10. Prestonsburg moves their lead out to 3. Blake Johnson into the front court for South Floyd. It's 10 seconds left. They'll work for the last shot to give it over to Jacob Collins. And Collins trying to get his tacket. Here he is down the lane. And shot up, no good. Brady Kahn, and it will not count. Stepped on the baseline, but time runs out. So 13-10, Prestonsburg with the lead after 1. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
And we're back at second quarter action, and D.W. Howard Fieldhouse has the Prestonsburg Blackcats up 13-10.
A little bit of a surprise. South Floyd jumped out pretty quick on them, and then Prestonsburg went to that spread offense and drove the lane, and everything they made was 10 foot on in. South Floyd with it to start this second quarter. Here's Collins down the lane, shot no good. Rebound tip, but a foul call is going to go against South Floyd.
South Floyd, is that
33, I think he
that's
said.
Kyle Isaac. It's his first, team fourth.
So Prestonsburg will have it, bring to the length floor as South Floyd puts some full court pressure on. Prestonsburg, well, it's kicked. Got a late whistle on it, but that's a good call. It was kicked. So Prestonsburg will have it at mid-court. They get it into Austin Endicott. South Floyd in a 2-3 zone. That could cut that driving down. Prestonsburg kicks it over. Here's Endicott with a 3. No good. Gets his own rebound and misses a layup. Jacob Collins gets it. Into the front court comes Blake Johnson. Now he'll hold it up, get it over to Collins. Back to Johnson. Collins with it. Down the corner it goes to J.R. Tackett. He drives the baseline. He's stopped, gives it over to Brady Kahn, and we got a foul.
A foul for Brady Kahn. He'll be shooting 2. Foul was on number 1 for Prestonsburg, Chandler Nelson. That's his first, team second.
So Brady Kahn will be at the line to shoot 2. His team trails 13-10. Now make it 13-11 as Kahn knocks the first free throw down. 7 minutes exactly left here in the first half. Prestonsburg with the 2-point lead, but Kahn can cut into that one, and he does as he makes his second free throw. It's 13-12. Here's that pressure put back on by South Floyd, but Endicott just blows through it. Down in the corner it goes, and can't
South
see
Floyd
what's going on, and there's a steal. Collins with it for South Floyd. Spin move
Nice spin
down
move.
the lane, no
Couldn't
good.
finish.
Endicott with it. Prestonsburg takes it to the bucket, puts it up and in. End-to-end action now that time, Jonathan. 15-12 now. Prestonsburg with the 3-point lead. J.R. Tackett down inside. Isaac with the miss. Kahn up and 1.
Brady Kahn.
He's a warrior.
That's a Blake Sloan foul for Prestonsburg. That's his second, team second.
Well, they got number 33 up. Prestonsburg
I was
don't have
about
a
to say,
33.
Yeah,
And Kahn misses the free throw. So Prestonsburg still maintains that 1 point lead, 15-14. 6:10 left here in the half. Here's a three. No good by Hager. Rebound comes off to J.R. Tackett of South Floyd. Quickly in the front court, Collins. Tackett, top of the circle, down the side it goes. Isaac put it up and good.
Coach Triplett come up, he saw Coach Ross's defense, and they adjusted with down low action. That high-low's working for them.
You're right, that's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here with it. And tonight's second game is brought to us by Community Trust Bank, Appalachian Wireless, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Microtech Security, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Coalfields Telephone, Total Pharmacy Care, Intermountain Cable, Save-A-Lot, and Howard Family Pharmacy. As we've got 5:56 left here in the first half. Prestonsburg trailing now by 1 as South Floyd reclaims the lead on the bucket by Kyle Isaac. It's 16-15.
Kyle Isaac didn't start come in here, and it's kind of gave them a little bit of a spark to give them South Floyd back the lead.
He gives him another big body down inside. You know, he's got some length to him and
real nice hands
and good strong hands. You're right. So and he plays a lot. He's one of the first guys off the bench, especially on that front line. Prestonsburg brings it in, gives it over to Hager. Pressure by South Floyd. Back to Endicott into the front court. Goes down the left side to Hager. Comes back cross court to Endicott.
South Floyd on a 1-2-2 defense.
And you're talking about Isaac. You know, he's a big tall kid, and they've got him out there on the point on that 1-2-2 zone. Creates a little bit of a problem, you know, to see down inside to throw over. Hager goes down inside to Sloan, back to Hager, over to Endicott. And he drives down the lane, puts it up and good. And as he found a crease in that zone and got inside, and Prestonsburg reclaims the lead. Here's J.R. Tackett, shot no good. Isaac with the rebound, gives it over to Blake Johnson with the runner down the lane, goes in. 18-17, it's back and forth now. Into the front court it comes to Prestonsburg, and Hager loses it, and he saves it inbounds. Nice save by Hager. Gets it across the Endicott now. And yeah. Well, that was a good defensive play by Isaac as Endicott started to throw over to Hager, and Isaac shot the passing lane and caused him to drag his foot as he threw it down in the corner to Sloan. So it's a turnover to Prestonsburg, and that's something we ain't seen. Not very many turnovers in either team, are there?
4-2.
4:30 left here in the first half. South Floyd with the 1 point lead. They've got the ball. Here's the three out of the corner. Count it. That's number 13, Shane Kidd, back in the lineup, knocks a three down. That's their first three-pointer. Prestonsburg quickly down court. Here's Blake Sloan with it. He drives the lane, loses it, but it's picked up by Nunnery. Gets it back out to Endicott. Endicott tries to split a double team. He loses it. Kicks it back out to Hager. And South Floyd has really picked up the pressure right now, and they're going to call a foul on South Floyd.
That's 24. That's Blake Johnson for South Floyd. That's their team. That's team fifth foul.
South Floyd has moved the lead out to 4 points, 21-17. Prestonsburg has it as we move under 4 minutes left here in this first half. Blake Sloan with it, back to Hager. Wes Hager throws it across. Austin Endicott. Here's Hager with a little runner in the lane. Bouncing no good. Rebound put back up and in. Chandler Nelson. 21-19. J.R. Tackett at the free throw line. Try to go inside to Isaac. Threw a fastball when he should have put in a changeup. Isaac couldn't handle it, went out of bounds.
It was a little bit too quick, right. South Floyd's on 11-6 round right now to start the second quarter.
Prestonsburg with it. Wes Hager into the front court with it. Down in the corner it goes. Couldn't see who it's with. Now here's Blake Sloan on the baseline jumper, about a 12-foot out, knocks it down. Sloan's had a big first half. J.R. Taggett with it. Kidd comes over to Johnson. Now Shane Kidd. Back to Johnson. And here's Isaac. Knocks that three down out of the corner. The big man stepping out and knocking a three down. South Floyd likes to shoot that three.
They made up for that little shot where he mishandled it a while ago.
And here's a drive. Endicott gives it back over. That's Nunnery with it. Down in the corner it goes. And Endicott with it. A lot of pressure as South Floyd's picked up their defensive pressure. Endicott down the lane. Out to Hager. Three. No good. Rebound run down by Nelson. Nelson reverses, takes it down the lane, and he's going to be, called a block on Brady Kahn.
Brady Kahn from South Floyd. That's his first, team sixth.
I thought Kahn was there about 3 steps before he got there.
I don't know if he was too far under, but I thought it looked good. You're right.
Well, they don't supposed to be too far under in high school.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't have that
They get that little diagram.
We don't have that little circle down there in the lane. Misses the first free throw. He'll have one more. And misses them both. 24-21, 3-point lead. South Floyd. They have the ball. And inside,
Nice.
Brady Kahn breaks down the lane wide open, puts it up and in.
Brady Kahn jumps up there, first one to get 10 points, double figures.
Here in Hager, kicks it over to Sloan. Back to Hager. Wes Hager just dribbling around now, backs it out close to the timeline. We're under 2 minutes, and here's Endicott, three, count it. Austin Endicott with the three. Prestonsburg comes back to win two. Here's J.R. Tackett with the three, no good. Brady Kahn is going to be fouled on the rebound attempt.
That's, I think 45 undercut him a little bit there.
Yeah, that's exactly what they call.
Blake Sloan, that's his second, team fourth. He can't afford to get in trouble if Prestonsburg wants to stay in this game.
And J.R. Tackett gets it in to Brady Kahn, and he missed it right under the bucket. Rebound comes off to Drake Nunnery. Nunnery gets it over to Endicott down in the corner. It's knocked out of bounds. And we got number 25 in the lineup for Prestonsburg. Is that Adam Sloan?
Adam Sloan.
Okay. Prestonsburg will keep possession. 1:25 left first half. They're down by 2. Here's a three. Endicott. No good. J.R. Tackett goes up, claims a strong rebound for South Floyd. He'll bring it into the front court himself, still on the move, down the lane. Free throw line jumper, no good. Brady Kahn battling, and it goes out of bounds to Prestonsburg. I tell you, if there's a missed shot comes off in the lane, Brady Kahn's got his hand on it at least.
Workhorse and just a sophomore.
And here's Wes Hager down the sideline in the front court, still on the move on the baseline. Now he reverses, and he's fouled. And that'll be 7.
That was on number 13, Shane Kidd.
So Wesley Hager will go to the line to shoot free throws for Prestonsburg. What are they from the line?
Prestonsburg, 1 for 4.
1 for 4. This is Hager's first trip. He'll have the 1-on-1, knocks the first one down.
That's his first points of the game.
He'll have one more, and he can tie the ball game up at 26. 1:01 left here in the first half. And Hager gets them both, so we have a tie game. J.R. Tackett into the front court, takes it down the lane, and he's fouled before the shot.
He's fouled by, is that number 5, Austin
Yes.
Endicott?
Endicott.
That's his first.
Only
Team
5 team fouls. South Florida will have it. 55 seconds left. Here's Collins. Loses it. Picked up. Nelson end to end, puts it up and in, and Prestonsburg takes the lead, 28-26. Kahn quickly back down the court, and he goes in, and they're calling the charge.
On a charge.
Brady Kahn.
Brady Kahn, that's huge, that's his second.
So Prestonsburg will have it with 41 seconds left here in the first half. They hold a 2-point lead, 28-26. We're putting some full court pressure on. Here's Wesley Hager with it quickly in the front court. Still on the move, kicks it inside, shot no good, foul call.
That's foul on J.R. Tackett. That's his second. Will they be shooting one-on-one, or is he shooting?
2 shots.
2 shots.
Adam Sloan will be at the line. Clock rests with 35 seconds left here in the first half. Sloan's first free throw up and good. Prestonsburg up a 3. I think that matches their largest lead. South Floyd's been up as much as 6 at one time. And second free throw, no good. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Prestonsburg. Prestonsburg with the 3-point lead, 29-26. They'll have it with 33 seconds left. They could work for the last shot. Blake Sloan back in the lineup for Prestonsburg. Prestonsburg will have it side out in the front court. As we get ready, they look to get it in, and well, now it comes in. And there is a shot up and good by Chandler Nelson. Threw it across the zone to the backside, and he breaks free. 5-point lead now for Prestonsburg, their largest. South Floyd has it. Shane Kidd with it. 15 seconds left here in the first half. Over to J.R. Tackett. Looks inside. Nothing doing inside there, as that's James Isaacs.
Wow, Shane Kidd.
Shane Kidd with a 3. That's his second. And here's Endicott over to Sloan. Don't get it off in time, so at the half, it's 31-29. Prestonsburg with the 2-point lead. We'll send you back to the station. Be back shortly with the halftime report. This is your Intermountain Sports Network. And welcome back to the D.W. Howard Fieldhouse. We're at halftime tonight's second game, Prestonsburg and South Floyd boys. And this is maybe a surprise to some folks. 31-29, Prestonsburg leads at the half, Jonathan.
Yeah, real, it was fast pace like I thought it'd be. But the bad thing is I thought South Floyd would be up right now. Coach Ross has come with a game plan, and they're executing it real well. All right, for your stats. First off, for the South Floyd Raiders, J.R. Tackett with 2 points. Jacob Collins with 2. Brady Kahn with 10. Blake Johnson with 2. Shane Kidd with a couple threes in the second quarter to get 8 points. Kyle Isaac with 5. They're 2 for 2 from the team free throws. They've got 10 rebounds and 7 turnovers. For your Blackcats, which is in the lead, 29-31, Chandler Nelson with 7 points. Austin Endicott with 11. Wes Hager with 2. Drake Nunnery with 2. Blake Sloan with 8 big points in the middle. And Adam Sloan come in there at the end there and got the free throw. Their free throw total is 3 for 7. And total rebounds for the Blackcats is 14. And they've only had 2 first half turnovers.
Well, that's a big stat right there, but I think the biggest stat that you read there myself is J.R. Tackett with 2 points.
You're right. J.R. Tackett, him and Brady Kahn usually go back and forth with Collins coming there, and J.R. Tackett just with 2.
So look for J.R. Tackett to pick it up here in the second half. So that's going to wrap it up for a halftime report. 31-29, Prestonsburg over South Floyd. Send it back to the station and be back shortly for the start of the second half this year in the Intermountain Sports Network.
And we're back getting ready to start the second half action as the Prestonsburg Blackcats are up 31-29 over the South Floyd Raiders. 2 quarters to decide who's going to punch their ticket to go to the district championship game on Friday.
And they will meet the Running Rebels of Allen Central in that championship game, as Allen Central defeated Betsy Layne last night 44-40 in a very exciting close game. And before we get started here in the second half, I'd like to thank everyone out there in Radio Land on WXKZ 105.3 for listening in to us the last couple of nights. We be taking off tomorrow night as far as the 58th district. They be back in action Thursday night for the girls' championship game at 7 o'clock right here at D.W. Howard Fieldhouse. And then Friday night, the boys' championship will be at 7 o'clock. And here's Endicott down the lane with a little floater, and Prestonsburg extends their lead out to 4, 33-29. Their largest lead's been 5. South Floyd's largest lead's been 6. And that's the kind of game it's been as J.R. Tackett misses inside. Blake Sloan with the rebound. Here's Hager into the front court. Now he'll give it to Endicott. Coach James Drossett holds his hand up, said let's slow it down. He goes on that 1-4 offensive set. Endicott again down the lane. Misses this one. J.R. Tackett with the rebound. Prestonsburg quickly gets back. Go Tackett down in the corner. Passes it across court. Collins, 3. Count it. Jacob Collins and J.R. Tackett is the ones that hits their threes most time, but neither one of them had the three-pointer in the first half.
For Jacob Collins, you're right.
So that cuts the lead to 1, 33-32. Here's Blake Sloan down the lane and throws it over to Roger Fairchild. He jumps out the way of it. Of course, he is the official. Now, back in his day, Roger would have took that one straight to the bucket. I'm not going to say if he'd have scored or not now.
But he took it.
But he'd have took it, that's right. Prestonsburg with only 2 turnovers in the first half, as they turn it over quickly here in the second half. South Floyd with it, and ball's knocked out of bounds by Prestonsburg. Here to stay with South Floyd. 33-32. Prestonsburg with the 1-point lead. South Floyd can retake that lead. Collins faked that 3, just couldn't get the trigger pulled on it for South Floyd. Now they'll go over to Blade Sloan. J.R. Tackett on the drive baseline, reverse, no good. He's fouled.
He's fouled by number 2, Drake Nunnery. That's his second, team first.
Yeah, look, as we said at half, look for J.R. Tackett to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end here in the second half as he knocks the free throw down. That ties it up at 33. 6:25 as the clock rests for the free throws. We're in the third quarter. Tackett's second free throw takes a trip but falls through as South Floyd reclaims the lead, 34-33. Wes Hager with it for the Blackcats. He drives down the lane, got Collins on him. He stopped looking for help now. Here's Nelson with it, Blake Sloan, and Blake knocks it down, a 15-foot jumper on the side. And again, the lead seesaws back and forth as Prestonsburg takes the lead. South Floyd with it. Kidd, he knocked a couple of three-pointers down in the first half. He has it now, top of the circle. And he takes the 3. They back off of him. He misses it. Wesley Hager with the rebound. Takes it all the way down the lane. His shot's blocked. And Kahn comes off. Here's J.R. Tackett to the other end. Takes it in, puts it up and good. And South Floyd retakes the lead, 36-35. Austin Endicott with it for Prestonsburg. They spread all the players out, nobody in the lane. They kick it out. Here's Nelson.
Prestonsburg a little bit of 4 corners action.
Well, they done that in the first half, you know, and get that drive to bucket. Here's Nunnery going down the lane. His shot's no good. Rebound by Sloan, puts it up and good. And Prestonsburg reclaims the lead, 37-36. When South Floyd goes to that man-to-man, Prestonsburg automatically goes into that spread offense and tries to drive the lane. It's worked for them, too. South Floyd with it in the front court. Tack it with it. Inside it goes Brady Kahn. He just steps by the defender and puts it in on a layup.
It's Brady Kahn's first 2 points of the second half.
And another lead change, 38-37. Wes Frazier with it, gives it over. This is Endicott down the lane. He's shot up, no good. He's fouled.
He's on. That's Blade Sloan?
No, Drake, yes.
Blade Sloan, that's
Sloan,
his second, right, okay.
And we've got, that is
Austin Endicott.
Endicott at the line. Misses the first. He can tie it up with this one. 38-37, 4:17 left third quarter, and Endicott ties it up. Nope. Got a lane violation on Prestonsburg, so wipe that one off.
Wow.
So that's 38-37, the score remains. And they called that one on Endicott. You know, the shooter, he can't leave across that line until the ball reaches the rim. South Floyd with it in the offensive end now. Kidd with it. Down in the corner it goes. And here's Blade Sloan with the three, and no good. Ball bounces over the backboard, out of bounds. It'll go to Prestonsburg. South Floyd with the 1 point lead, 38-37. Prestonsburg with it, Endicott in the front court. He drives down the lane, kicks it over to Nunnery, and here's Blake Sloan at the free throw line. He knocks it down.
That's his 16th point.
And we got a whistle.
Is that going through the net or bumping?
I don't know, must have been a little pushing going on or something. The official calls. Looks like Nunnery and Shane Kidd together and has a little word with him. Good officiating, you know, you said this
Stop
is.
it now, right.
Yeah, good close game, and of course it's hotly contested. The winner moves on to the championship game in the region. The loser will go home for the season, so just a little preventive officiating as here's a steal for Prestonsburg. Endicott down the lane, and he loses it, and he's fouled.
It's a foul on 41. That's Jacob Collins. That's his second. Team second.
So Prestonsburg will have it with the chance to build on their lead. They have a 39-38 lead, 3:24 left third quarter. Endicott in the front court for Prestonsburg. Wes Hager with it. Hager looks, drives the lane, and try to kick it out. Tipped, but Prestonsburg rescues it. Endicott down the lane, floater, no good. Brady Kahn with the rebound. Up to J.R. Tackett. Tackett hesitation dribble. Down on the baseline, spin move, kicks it out. Collins lets a player float by and then knocks down the three. Beautiful ball fake that time for Collins.
Thought too long, but that was it. Beautiful.
Well, to give that ball fake and didn't see who the Prestonsburg player was. He floated by him, and then he knocks it down, and South Floyd reclaims the lead, 41-39. And here's Hager on the spin move, no good. Ball loose, picked up by Prestonsburg Nunnery, and then he's fouled.
That's Brady Kahn. That's his third. Team third.
South Floyd definitely does not want to lose him out of the middle.
That's especially with Blake Sloan from Prestonsburg having such a good night.
Hager will bring it in for Prestonsburg. They get in there. Sloan, they're right on cue, Jonathan, and he breaks free, scores, and ties it up. How many does that make him now?
It's 16.
16 of the 41. Huge game. Collins with it. Here's Johnson in. Collins, 3, comes up short. Rebound comes off Prestonsburg. That's number 13, Phil Cornett, in the game for the first time. Wesley Hager with it, and his pass is deflected, and ball's loose, and Sloan, and what we got?
We Coach Ross with some extra activity. Foul on South Floyd, J.R. Tackett.
J.R. Tackett, well, I thought they might have called a technical on Ross. The official run up and straight talked to him before they even indicated the foul, so I didn't know what went on.
That's J.R. Tackett. That's his 3rd.
And it's tied 41 apiece, and here down the lane, Blake Sloan puts it up and in. They have no answers for him right now.
That man-to-man defense, when they pick off of them, it's hard to pick them up.
Well, they spreading that floor as South Floyd tries to stay in that man-to-man, and Prestonsburg just picking them apart. Here's Brady Kahn. He loses it. It's on the floor. Scramble for it. And what we got? I think we called a jump ball. One of the officials got J.R. Tackett out here talking to him. We have no indication what the call was. It's a jump ball, and it's going to stay with South Floyd. Getting good, folks. Stay tuned. 1:28 left here, 3rd quarter. Prestonsburg up by 2, 43-41. J.R. Tackett will trigger the ball in for South Floyd. It'll come out to Johnson. Here's Collins, and I think you're going to see the whistle a little quicker right now.
That's what you've got. Number 13, that's Phil Cornett. That's his 1st. Referee's going to try to get this under control.
They're going to get it slowed down to get the emotions back under control. Here's Collins with it. Cut off on the drive. Blake Johnson. Back to Collins. Johnson look inside to Kahn. Nothing to do it. Here's Collins. He drives down the lane and splits a double team. Ball knocked loose, and then he tries to go inside. It's loose again, but Johnson was able to come up with it. And
Jacob Collins.
No, it's Blake Johnson, 24, knocks
Johnson.
Jumper down on the sideline. And we have a timeout. 1:02 left, 3rd quarter. We're tied at 43 this year in the Mountain Sports Network.
And we're back at DW Hatfield House with 1:02 left. We got a tie ball game between South Floyd and Prestonsburg at 43.
Prestonsburg will have it coming the length of the floor as South Floyd comes out. We've got all 10 players in the backcourt right now, Jonathan. And official comes over and asks the cheerleaders to step back. Now we're ready for play. As Nunnery looks to get it in, he gets it in. That's Nelson with it. And South Floyd really putting a lot of pressure on right now.
Close to a 10-second.
And
stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds, evidently. Had a foul.
You're right, number 2.
And the foul was going to is called on Nunnery, offensive foul for Prestonsburg.
That's his 3rd, team 3rd.
So South Floyd will have it side out in the front court. They've got it down in this corner. The fans standing up, and we can't see, actually from the free throw line out, you can't see over in the corner. J.R. Tackett looking to bring it in. He brings it in to Blake Johnson. Tackett takes it, throws it cross court to Collins. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound, Isaac puts up, bounces, and rolls in.
Isaac, some big points tonight.
Kyle Isaac. And he's quickly in the front court. Here's Prestonsburg with it. Endicott. 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. South Floyd holding a 2-point lead, 45-43. Coach James Rossett telling Endicott, just hold it up. We're going for the last shot. Clock down to 15 seconds. South Floyd comes down and sets up in a 2-3 zone. Here's Endicott. Kicks it over to Hager. Got 5 seconds. And whoa!
Shuffled his feet.
Yeah, and knocks down the 3,
wow.
But he walked. That's Chandler Nelson. So with 2.3 seconds left, South Floyd will have a chance for a last-second shot. All right, had a little problem with the shoelace. Here we go. Collins with it at midcourt, up at the buzzer, off the rim, no good.
Closed.
So at the end of 3, 45-43, South Floyd with the lead. We'll be back for final quarter action. This is Intermountain Sports Network.
And we're back at D.W. Howard Fieldhouse as South Floyd Raiders holding on to a 2-point lead. And we got ourselves a good one, folks.
Yes, we have. Prestonsburg will have it starting this second half. Endicott has it. South Floyd in the 2-3 zone. Here's Hager with it down the left side. He was calling for Nelson. Here's Endicott 3, air ball. Out of bounds, it'll go to South Floyd.
Step deeper than he normally shoots.
Well, Prestonsburg's, I think they've hit maybe 1 3-pointer, but their game tonight's been in the lane.
Man-to-man drive, right.
Here's Johnson, here's J.R. Tackett. Free throw line jumper, no good, he's fouled.
That's foul on number 10, Wes Hager. That's his first, team fourth.
Tackett will be at the line shooting 2. Makes the first. 46-43 as South Floyd eases out to a 3-point lead. And make it 4. Tackett knocks both free throws down, and South Floyd keeping the pressure on. Here's a steal by Johnson, gives it over to Collins, up and in, and 1.
Foul was on 2, Drake Nunnery. That's his 4th, team 5th, and then Jacob Collins going for an and 1.
I think South Floyd surprised Prestonsburg that time with that all-court pressure and ended up with the turnover. We're going to have a timeout. It's a full, but we'll stay right here as we just got back from the break between the quarters. 7:31 left in the ball game. South Floyd has moved out to a 6-point lead, 49-43. When we return to action, Collins will be at the line for 1 free throw. What's South Floyd, how they looking at the free throw line here in second half?
They're 4 for 4 right now in the second half, but, well, actually, they haven't missed. They're 6 for 6 for the night.
And has Collins been at the line? I don't think he shot free throws, has he?
No. You're talking about the lowest turnovers game as I've ever seen. You know,
it has been a well-played game, you're right, but it's been a highly contested game. I mean, both teams really turned up a defensive pressure.
He had a great idea with that man spreading them out and just trying to beat them one-on-one.
Yeah, he's got to keep South Floyd, close. So if Collins knocks his free throw down, that'll be a 7-point lead, and that'll be the largest lead by either team tonight. I think Prestonsburg was up by 5 at one time, and South Floyd up by 6. That's early in the first quarter. South Floyd has a 6-point lead. So Collins, as we return to action with the free throw, he knocks it down, and South Floyd now moves out by 7, 50-43. And they keep the pressure on, South Floyd does. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to Prestonsburg. Prestonsburg trying to get it in. That's Endicott with it. Looking for some help as he gets it in to Nunnery. Over to Wes Hager. Into the front court. Inside it goes. Sloan puts it up and in as he let Brady Kahn float by, and he was wide open. No problem that time with the press. J.R. Tackett with it now for South Floyd. Inside it goes to Blake Sloan and drop step through a double team, and Sloan's come out and scored 4 quick ones. Brady Kahn. Now here's a foul in the front court for South Floyd.
That'd be Blake Johnson. That's his 2nd, team 5th.
Endicott now with it for Prestonsburg. And they throw it away. Here's Collins with it, all the way in, takes it in and got a block. Shot no good. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul be on Austin Endicott. That'd be his second. Team 6th.
Suddenly, Prestonsburg picking up a lot of fouls, as you said, team 6. We got 6:51 left as Collins misses the first free throw.
First free throw night for the Raiders miss.
6:51 left in the game. South Floyd with the 7-point lead. And Collins misses them both. Prestonsburg with the rebound. Austin Endicott into the front court for Prestonsburg. Hager. Hager drives in, gets it over to Sloan. Shot up, no good. Rebound. And see, that is Nunnery on the rebound, and he's fouled. And they're going to give him 2 shots. I didn't think he was going up for it.
Brady Kahn, that's his 4th.
Wow. If Prestonsburg's smart, they'll start going into Sloan on that end.
Yep.
And here's the free throw up, no good by Nunnery. And Kahn's going to come out of the game as we got number 34, Isaac, in. That's James Isaac. That's James Isaacs. That's a S on his, I think. 6:34 left in the ball game. South Floyd with a 6-point lead now as Nunnery knocks the second free throw down, 52-46. Both teams with 16 fouls, so, and here's the steal. A lazy pass by Johnson, and Hager called for the walk. He tried to split a double team.
It was good, went either way, and they called it.
So Hager picks the pass off and then goes down, turns it back over on the walk on the other end of the floor. 52-46. South Floyd with the lead. They'll have the basketball into the front court as Blake Johnson comes into the front court with it. And we got an official timeout. And they're calling for athletic director Ricky Thacker.
Must be a substance on the floor.
Well, I think what it is, there's a little chant going up over on the, well, let's see what they've got.
They're escorting a kid out.
They're escorting somebody out. And that's on the South Floyd side. And look like they've got 2 of them down there talking to them. So we're about ready for action here. South Floyd will have it. J.R. Tackett will bring it in for South Floyd. Gets it in to Blake Johnson. Johnson into the front court for South Floyd. South Floyd not indicating that they're going to attack the bucket right now. They've got the 6-point lead, but we have 6 minutes left in the game. That's a long time. Blake Johnson with it now as Hager's guarding him. He gets a screen now, breaks free. Now here's Johnson.
South Floyd's just trying to buy some time.
Yeah, they're just taking some time off the clock.
So they get Brady Kahn, I guess, give some time so he can come back in.
Well, they have that 6-point lead. And we've got a timeout, a 30-second timeout by South Floyd. 5:42 left here in the ball game. 52-46. South Floyd has the lead. They'll have the ball when we get back into action, Jonathan.
I tell you, it's going to be an exciting finish right here. 4th quarter, one team's going home tonight. Not happy.
You're right. And as we was talking during one of the timeouts, if it's the South Floyd team, it'll be their last ever game, you know, as they'll be consolidated next year with Allen Central and move in to the Floyd Central High School. And if South Floyd holds on to this lead and wins it, the two teams that will be consolidated next year will be playing in the district championship game. So it will be the last ever game between Left and Right Beaver, and they'll be in the district championship game. And we got a turnover. Prestonsburg comes out and puts some pressure on as South Floyd is just trying to take time off the clock, and they turn it over. A lot of time to be trying to take time off the clock, especially, with just a 6-point lead. Prestonsburg now with it. Endicott. Wesley Hager back to Endicott. Down in the corner it comes. And that's Sloan. He drives open down the lane, puts it up and good. And how many times have we seen that tonight?
He come to play tonight.
He has. Career night tonight. 4-point lead. Here's Tackett losing it. And Prestonsburg comes up with it, and Tackett's going to be called for the foul.
That's J.R. Tackett. That's his 4th.
So Tackett and Brady Kahn both with 4 fouls for South Floyd, and that'll be the 1-and-1. Prestonsburg will be at the line, and they can cut this lead in half. It's 52-48. Endicott will be at the line with the 1-and-1. How's he done at the line tonight?
He is 0 for 1. Only shot 1. That other one was that he stepped across the line.
You're right. He toes the line. First one's up and rattles out. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Prestonsburg. It'll go to South Floyd. 4:58 left here in the ball game. South Florida have it into the front court, leading before. And here's Kahn back in the game, and he breaks open under the bucket, and he's fouled.
It's foul number 5, Austin Endicott. That's his 3rd.
That was a bullet pass by J.R. Tackett that time. He gave Isaac the same pass earlier in the first half. Of course, he's only about 10 foot away. That was about a 25-footer.
It's good hands up there. Must be a tight end in football.
And Brady Kahn misses a free throw. That's 3 straight by South Floyd. Collins missed 2 earlier in the quarter. Kahn will have 1 more. His team's leading before, 52-48. Second one up and way off, not even close. Knocked out of bounds by South Floyd. It'll go to Prestonsburg. And we've got a defense-offense substitution as James Isaacs come back in for South Floyd. Kahn with those 4 fouls. That's a good substitution by Coach Holbrook. Prestonsburg working around. They get it inside. Here's Sloan with it. He gives it up. Endicott. Endicott, a 10-footer on the baseline, no good. J.R. Tackett battling for the rebound. He can't control it. Hagler comes off with it. Down the lane, shot up, no good by Nunnery, and he's fouled.
It's foul on 40.
43 as Isaacs. No, 43.
34.
34, okay.
Okay, James Isaacs.
Thought that's who it was, Isaacs. Nunnery will be shooting 2. Knocks the first one down. And Brady Kahn will come back in now as we have the offensive-defensive substitution. 4:24 is all we have left. 52-49. Nunnery can make that 52-50 if he knocks this one down, and he does. And Prestonsburg eases right back into it. Trails by 2. South Floyd with 6 minutes left. Jonathan started slowing the ball down, got herself out of the rhythm, and they haven't scored since then as Tackett's fouled on the drive.
It's fouled by number 10, Wes Hager. It's his 2nd, team 8th. You know, that's sometimes a problem when you slow down there. You get out of rhythm. And
you get yourself out of the rhythm. You're exactly right. J.R. Tackett at the line hits the 1-and-1. And he knocks it down. And he's one of the better free throws shooters on the floor right now. Matter of fact, what is he, 5 for 5?
5 for 5 tonight.
He'll have one more. And he knocks that one in, and it's 54-50. South Floyd maintains that 4-point lead, and here's the ball tipped and a foul called on South Floyd.
That's number 41. That's Jacob Collins. That's his third. Team 9.
And that's going to send Endicott to the line for the 1-and-1. He struggled from there tonight.
That's definitely something that South Floyd don't want to do, and that's stop the clock.
And again, Brady Kahn comes in as Isaacs goes to the bench. These free throw shooting on both ends has worked in the favor of Coach Holbrook to be able to get Kahn in and out on the offensive end and out on the defensive end. And Endicott knocks the first one down on the 1-and-1. That's 9 team fouls now against South Floyd, so the next one will put Prestonsburg in the double bonus. Prestonsburg with 8 team fouls, so they have one more. It'd be the 1-and-1 one more time for Prestonsburg, or for South Floyd. And Endicott steps up, knocks both of those down, and pulls his team to within 2, 54-52. 4 minutes left here in the ball game. And South Floyd again just gets across court and just standing out there bouncing the ball. That's Tackett with it. Prestonsburg sitting back in a 2-3 zone.
A little bit of style ball, a little chest play for Coach Triplett from South Floyd.
And as the men out on front of the zone, that's Hager and Endicott, they switch place. So might see them coming out here into the man-to-man as we're down to 3:25, clock ticking, and now comes out, and here's Johnson to Collins, 3, no good. And rebound out of bounds over to Prestonsburg as J.R. Tackett had it come off his knee, couldn't run it down, and Prestonsburg will have it with a chance to tie it or take a lead with a 3-point shot. 3:14 left. This one's going right down to the final second, as it should. And here, Nunnery, free throw line jumper, air ball.
It was right on line, it's just a little bit short.
Yep. Short-armed it. South Floyd will have it. We're under 3 minutes. South Floyd with the lead, 54-52. J.R. Tackett has it. As they're coming out, Prestonsburg and putting some pressure on now. They go inside. Here's Isaac. No good. Rebound comes off to Nunnery. Endicott into the front court for Prestonsburg. Had a chance last time down to tie it. Shot an air ball. Let's see what they can do with it this time. Endicott picks his dribble up, looking for help now. They get it to Hager. And Sloan working hard, trying to get it on the inside.
You got to look for Sloan.
And he had a very good position. They just didn't get it into him. Now they bring it back out to jump circle, reset their offense. Endicott goes down the side. That's Nelson. Back to Nunnery. Endicott. Endicott's firing a 3, count it, and Prestonsburg takes a 1-point lead. South Floyd with it. Here's Tackett. 1:50 left in the ball game. J.R. Tackett takes it out to the jump circle. Now Johnson with a 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Isaac with it, and he's fouled as he puts it back up.
It's a big foul for Prestonsburg. That's Austin Endicott, number 5. That is his 4th.
Wow, Endicott knocks down the big 3-point shot. Isaac will be at the line shooting 2. His team trails by 1. And he makes the first, so we're tied at 55. 1:43 left in the ball game. Both teams, Jonathan, with 9 team fouls, so we're in the double bonus from here on out. Kyle Isaac, one more, and knocks them both down. Steps up there, just like shooting them in practice. Puts his team back up by 1. 56-55. Hager with it for Prestonsburg. Dribbles, kicks it over to Endicott. And the ball's knocked loose from him. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Prestonsburg as Collins tips it away from Endicott. 1:28 left. Endicott takes it in the back court for Prestonsburg. Now he brings it into the front court. Double teamed on the side. They get it back. That's Nunnery with it. Into the corner it comes. Here's Endicott with it, and they're going to call the foul on Johnson. Blake Johnson.
That's his third.
A little over-aggressive, and you don't want that to happen. He was out at the half-court line, and you've got a 1-point lead, so why foul him that far from the bucket?
He tried to slide his feet. When he slid his feet, he rebelled up with him and tied up with him, and now Endicott's back at the line.
It'll be 2 shots. First one's no good. He knocked his last 2 down there, but he has struggled from the free throw line tonight. He'll have one more if he gets this one. He'll tie it up. 1:13 left in the ball game, folks. This one's a dandy. Misses them both. And J.R. Tackett wades in, gets a rebound into the front court. Now he holds it up. Cross court it goes to Johnson. Now look for him to hold it and make Prestonsburg foul. We're under a minute. 56-55. The winner will be going to the championship game. The loser's season will be over. We have a timeout. It's a full, so we'll send it to station for our final timeout. 56-55, South Floyd with the lead. They'll have the ball as we return. This is your Intermountain Sports Network.
And we're back at the W. Howard Fieldhouse with 52.1 seconds left. South Floyd clinging to a 1-point lead.
Have you had a good time, Jonathan?
Wow, it's exciting, buddy. I love
Both
this.
games.
I don't have to worry about it too much either.
Both games. Girls games the same way.
Right.
Betsy Layne's girls knocking 6 consecutive free throws down inside the final minute to take that one to victory. Tackett with it for South Floyd.
Endicott with 4 fouls. You better watch before he
He's
fouls
just
out.
driving around, and, well, you can't take those fouls home with you. So, and here it goes inside. Collins puts it in. And up a 3. Prestonsburg can tie it with a 3-pointer. Here's Nunnery with it. Endicott. And 3 good. Chandler Nelson ties it up. 15 seconds.
We got ourselves a ball game, Larry.
South Floyd has it. Tackett. No hurry. He's into the front court. He's going to take it. He drives it and kicks it inside. Collins up.
And
no good.
Foul.
And
He's
foul
fouled.
call. 1.2 seconds.
Foul on 45 for Prestonsburg.
1.2 seconds.
What a game.
J.R. Tackett took it down the baseline and found Collins open under the bucket. He was fouled on the shot. He'll be at the line to shoot 2. 1.2 seconds left. Prestonsburg calls the timeout. We're going to stay right here with it. And Jonathan, not very much time left. 1.2 seconds is not very much, you know. If Collins makes them both, it's only going to be a 2-point game, and Prestonsburg's going to have to shoot a long shot. If they knock that 3 in, it's going to win it for them. So you might see Collins, if he makes the first, try to miss the second.
I would miss the second. That's what I was going to say. Now, if I'm coaching this, I would miss the second one. At least give them some time off the clock because.
Of course, you have to make the first one for
right.
that to happen.
Right. The last time they faced, Wes Hager hit a game-winning 3-pointer to win. So, deja vu. So I don't know.
We don't know. We'll know here in 1.2 seconds. What's Jacob Collins done from the line?
1 for 3.
1 for 3. A little pressure on him. He goes and stands up to the line waiting for Prestonsburg to come out. A lot of times you'll see the shooter step back and wait till they give him the ball.
He was waiting on him, yeah.
Yeah, he's wanting it. And Coach James DeRossick calls another timeout. He's going to try to freeze.
The kicker.
Yeah, he's trying to freeze, ice the kicker here.
What a game, you know.
Hey, this is what you want.
And it's went back and forth all 4 quarters. Biggest lead, I think, was 7 or 8 for both teams.
I think Prestonsburg's largest lead was 5, I think,
Yeah.
and South Floyd was up maybe 7, might have been 8, but I know it no more than that. And there for a while, we had a 2 or 3 minute stretch that it was just back and forth, exchanging buckets and switching the lead every time. So we come out of the timeout now. Didn't pay attention if that was the last timeout Coach Drossett had. Here's Collins. South Floyd has all their players back off the line. Collins shoot, no good.
This is the first one.
So he'll have one more. We're still tied. He's got it. Looks at the basket, shot up, comes out. Prestonsburg length the floor. Oh, in front of the rim, and we're going to overtime.
Whoa, woo. Close.
We're going to overtime, tied at 58. We'll send it back to the station. Be right back. This is your Intermountain Sports Network.
And we're back in action at EWR Fieldhouse as Prestonsburg and South Floyd did not end it in 4, so we're going to extra.
Well, this one was so good, we're just going to get a little bonus.
This is right here is free. Compliments of the Mission, $6 tickets.
And they will jump to start the overtime. It's a 4-minute overtime. As the official steps in, Brady Kahn tips it, and South Floyd has it. Here's Collins, takes it down the lane, puts it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to go to Prestonsburg as Collins trying to tip it back in.
Blake Sloan.
And we've got a player down for Prestonsburg, Blake Sloan, but he ain't going to come out of there. They'd have to cut his leg off to get him out.
22 points right now. He's the hot hand.
He turned his ankle. He's limping a little bit, but he's going to hang in there. Prestonsburg will have it, bring the length floor. South Floyd putting a lot of pressure on in the backcourt. They get it in. That is Nelson with it. And finally to get it Nunnery. Here's Endicott. Wide open under the bucket. Sloan puts it up in the end, and Prestonsburg takes the lead in overtime. 60-58. South Floyd with it. Collins. Blake Johnson fakes a 3. Gives it over to J.R. Tackett. Tackett goes inside to Brady Kahn. Back to Tackett. Cross court it goes. Johnson 3. Short. Prestonsburg the rebound. Endicott into the front court now. He'll hold it up. Kicks it cross court to Hager. Back out to Nunnery, and Endicott, you know, he slows it up now. And Prestonsburg going into that spread offense. They don't have nobody in the lane. Endicott at the jump circle. You got Nunnery and Hager on the wings, and down in the corner is Nelson and Sloan. They have the lead. We're under 2 minutes down the lane, and here's Nelson, comes to the lane, a little floater, no good. Brady Kahn with it, J.R. Tackett down the lane, stops, pops, we're tied. And South Floyd calls for a timeout. Don't know how many timeouts each team has.
I think it's 1.
But we're going to stay here. Well, you get 1 extra in overtime, but
it's carried over.
But it's carried over if you got any that was in regulation to carry over. So usually we'll see official give an indication to the coaches how many they have. I've not seen that. We'll look to see if we can pick that up. Clock rests with 2:35 left here in overtime, and both teams have scored 1 bucket, so we're still tied at 60. A lot of foul trouble for both teams. Both teams got players with 4 fouls, most notably South Floyd with J.R. Tackett and Brady Kahn with 4.
You know, Austin Endicott with 4 for Prestonsburg, and Blake Sloan with 3. So,
well, you know, Endicott is just as important for Prestonsburg as Brady Kahn and J.R. Tackett is for South Floyd because Endicott is their point guard, and he's one that gets their offense
He's
going.
a floor general. He's done real well tonight.
So we're back out of the timeout. South Floyd putting pressure on in the backcourt. As Brady Kahn's the only player that's not in the backcourt for both teams. Prestonsburg gets it in. Here's Blake Sloan with it. He's looking for some help. Now they get it over to Endicott, and he's going to be fouled.
Foul be on number 33, Kyle Lazick. That's his second.
And we got Drake Nunnery stepping to the line. What's he done tonight?
He's 3 for 4.
3 for 4. It's a double bonus for both teams as both of them's got 10 team fouls. And Nunnery knocks down the free throw.
4 for 5 for the night.
61-60. Prestonsburg back with a 1-point lead. Nunnery will have one more. And makes them both. Blackcats by 2. Blake Johnson in the front court for South Floyd. J.R. Tackett gets it. Tackett had Nunnery on him, and here is Kahn, no good, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
It's fouled by Chandler Nelson for Prestonsburg, number 1. That's his second personal.
Brady Kahn will be at the line with a chance to tie it. 62-60. He's got 2 free throws coming. And the first one's in the air and good. 62-61. He's got one more free throw. And this one also good, so we're tied again. 62 each. Prestonsburg with it. Endicott into the front court, still on the move, down the lane, goes inside, Sloan, and Sloan up and in. Can't handle him.
Now Brady caught in foul trouble, he had to stay still.
Here's J.R. Tackett, baseline jumper, no good. Brady Kahn puts it back up, and we're tied again. 64 each. What a game. Endicott down Sloan, and this time Kahn blocks it, but looks like that is Nelson comes off with a rebound for Prestonsburg. Nunnery. Wesley Hager steps out the top of the circle and takes it. He down the lane, kicks it over to Sloan. Sloan trying to drive the lane, loses it, runs it down. Here's Nelson. He down the lane, a little floater up, no good, he's fouled. And if that's Kahn, that's, no, it's going to be attack it.
Yeah,
he's gone. That's a lot of leadership and a lot of points going to the bench for South Floyd.
Shane Kidd comes in, it's hit a couple threes early and haven't seen him since.
Well, but you lose all that experience.
All the leadership, yeah, you're right.
And shot up and good by Nelson. 65-64, 1:20 left. We're in overtime, folks. It's been a battle from the beginning as Nelson comes out. So we're on on an odd number now. Johnson with it. Shane Kidd gets down in the corner. Back to Kidd. Look for Collins and Brady Kahn to kindly take it over now. Here's Johnson with a jumper on the baseline. No good. Blake Sloan with the rebound for Prestonsburg. Gets it out to Endicott. Into the front court. Down the lane, and Brady Kahn says nope.
He said, I won't foul you. I'll go over you.
Yep. He tried that little floater, and it went out of bounds faster than it come out of Endicott's hand. So Prestonsburg will keep possession. 51 seconds is all we have left. Prestonsburg with the 1-point lead, 65-64. They will have the ball when we return to action. What do you think, Jonathan?
Well, J.R. Tackett left. Getting fouled out is going to really kind of hinder I don't know how many times he's fed out in the season, so Coach Triplett's going to have to set up something for Collins. And with Collins a while ago with that shot, Con was on the same side. If he was on the opposite side, it might have helped a little bit of the situation. Kind of crowded it up.
Well, you know, if Prestonsburg, if South Floyd fouls them and they make 2, still be a 3-point lead. Or if they make a bucket, that's all it's going to be. South Floyd has some 3-point shooters still on the floor. They've got Jacob Collins. They got Blake Johnson.
And even Shane.
Even Shane Kidd's knocked a couple down tonight. So, you know, they're not out of it by a long shot. 51 seconds left. There's a lot of action left, especially in a game that's been as heavily contested as this one has been. As you said, the last time these two teams met, Wes Hager hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to win it for Prestonsburg, and we might see the same thing again tonight. As they get it into Nunnery to Endicott, and he's fouled. And I think that's who they was actually looking to foul as they come into it. He has struggled from the line tonight.
Blake Johnson, that's his 4th for South Floyd. Endicott is 2 for 6.
2 for 6, 33%. So if he knocks them both down, it's still a 1-possession game, and he misses the first. Now, if you're South Floyd, you got to make sure that you block out if he misses this one and get the rebound. You can't let Prestonsburg get that rebound. Endicott toes the line, eyes the bucket, shot up, and he knocks this one down. We're at 2-point lead, 66-64. 45 seconds left in overtime. Here's a steal. Nunnery puts it up, no good. And foul on the rebound on Prestonsburg.
45, that's Blake Sloan. That's his 4th.
Wow.
It's a big change of difference there.
You like to go for that shot, but, you know, you've got the ball in a 2-point lead. You pull that one out. Hold the ball, make them foul you. Of course, I mean, you know, you're a coach. You know, what can you tell a 14, 15, 16-year-old kid, right?
Let them play.
Shane Kidd, 2 big free throws coming.
Not been on the line tonight.
And makes the first. 39 seconds left. He can tie it. 66-65 right now as we've got James Isaacs into the lineup for South Floyd as Brady Kahn will go out. He's got those 4 fouls. He's played a long time in that 4th quarter in this overtime with those 4 fouls. Shane Kidd, second one up, rolls off, no good. Prestonsburg with the rebound. And they have a 1-point lead, and Endicott's fouled. That's Johnson, and that'll be all for him.
Blake Johnson, yeah.
And again, Endicott will be at the line to shoot 2. If he does make both of them, it's still just a 1-possession game at 3 points. And we got Blade Sloan back in, and he's a starter for South Floyd, not played a whole lot tonight. He can knock the 3-pointer down. We had them and Pierce and Blade had 5 3-pointers in that game. Endicott steps up and knocks the first one down. Gives his team a 2-point lead, 67-65. He'll step back to the line for his second one and knocks it down also. So Prestonsburg up to 3. 31 seconds left. South Floyd does not need a 3. They can still get a 2-point bucket and cut that lead back to 1. There's Shane Kidd with it. Collins back to Kidd. Down in the corner it goes. Brady Kahn. Spin move on the baseline. Turnaround, knocks it down. Huge bucket by Brady Kahn. And South Floyd calls a timeout. 16 seconds left. They trail by 1. And let's see if they give any indication on how many timeouts the teams has. Don't see no indication on that. So South Floyd with the timeout. Brady Kahn with the big bucket, 68-67. Prestonsburg will have it, 16 seconds left. What do you think?
Well, you know, you want to try to risk it and go with Austin Endicott, but he's, as of late, he's made 3 out of the last 4, so I don't know if he's the hot hand or if he's just shooting up his percentage. If I was doing it, I would definitely put him on the line just to see, because if he's made the last 3 in a row, so chances are he's going to miss at least one. We're a little bit sluggish, South Floyd is, on offense, because I guess where JR is out,
right,
they're really not running a set play. They just went to Brady on that last one.
Yeah. Well, that's a good place to go.
Yeah.
As Conwell, he'll take a seat now as Isaacs returns, James Isaacs. And see if James, Coach James Ross, see if he, we've seen him in the backcourt with a lot of pressure, see if he can send somebody long on a run out.
Yeah.
Wesley Hager, he's quarterback of the football team. He gets it in, takes it back, breaks into the front court, and he's fouled by Blade Johnson. Or, excuse me, Blade Sloan. 12.7 seconds left. Hager will be at the line.
Hager is 2 for 2 for tonight.
That's his only 2 points, isn't
Only
it?
2 points tonight.
Well, he put the dagger in South Floyd's heart with the 3-point shot at South Floyd to win it. And he could put the dagger in their hearts tonight, but he misses the first one. Prestonsburg still with the lead, 68-67. 12 seconds, all we have left. We're in overtime. Hager with one more. And makes it. And now we've got Kyle Isaac into the game for South Floyd.
Prestonsburg putting a little pressure on him, full court.
It's going to be man-to-man full court pressure. Now Blade Sloan goes back to bring the ball in, kicks it in to Isaac, give it over to Kidd. Brady Kahn, baseline jumper, no good, he's fouled.
54, or was that 45? 45.
45. He's gone.
That's his 5th.
So both teams now has lost a starter to fouls. And, of course, Prestonsburg's Blake Sloan going out with what, 24?
Yep. Blake Sloan.
He is by far
26.
26. 2-point lead, 7.4 seconds left. Brady Kahn can tie it with 2. First one up, and good. He'll have one more. Prestonsburg will have a chance if he makes this one. And second one up and good, and we're tied, 69 each. 7.4 seconds left. We have another timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Didn't know anybody had a 30 left.
I guess we ain't working tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. We might be working tomorrow before we get out of here, the way this one's going.
What a game. 2 teams giving everything they got.
Well, you're right. You're right. They know that whoever who loses this and their season's over. So you can say one thing about it. Both teams has left everything they've got on the floor.
You're right.
It made no difference who ends up winning this one.
Coach Drossel, last time he put Austin Endicott not getting the ball, so they fouled. So now we'll see if he gets the ball back, if they try to foul him or.
Well, they don't want to foul. It's tied up. They just want to play good defense.
Play defense, you're right.
And they're looking to get it in. They get it in. That's Nunnery with it. Into the front court. Gives it over. Hager, 3! No good.
We're going to double overtime.
Boy, I tell you, Hager could have duplicated it. He won it with a 3 over at South Floyd.
Coach
and
Triplett be having nightmares about that boy.
Missed it that time. So we'll send it back to station. Be back for the second overtime this year's Intermountain Sports Network.
We're back at D.W. Howard Fieldhouse as we go to second overtime. Tied up 69 apiece, Prestonsburg and South Floyd.
And Prestonsburg gets the tilt. Endicott. Now Prestonsburg's leading scorer has fouled out. That's Blake Sloan. So we'll see how that affects them here in this second overtime. J.R. Tackett for South Floyd is fouled out. Here's Wesley Hager down the lane. Shot up no good, and he's fouled.
It's foul on 41. That's Jacob Collins. That's his fourth.
Well, both of these teams might finish with a couple or three bench players out there on the floor because second overtime, a lot of fouls have been called here toward the end of the ball game and the court overtimes. As Hager knocks the first one down, puts his team up by one. 70-69. And misses the second. Brady Kahn has played pretty well half the fourth quarter, all the first overtime with 4 fouls. He's still in there.
He's posting up down low.
And they'll look to get it to him. There he is. Drop step, shot good, and one. Puts his team up by one, 71-70. He'll go to the line.
It's foul number 1, Chandler Nelson. That's his third.
And we got number 50. That's Nick Rose into the lineup for Prestonsburg. That's his first time in the ball game. Of course, just like I said, we might see some that we haven't seen to finish this one before it's over with. Brady Kahn misses the free throw. Boy, he made 2 with 7 seconds to go, tied up, but then he misses that one. His team has a 1-point lead, though, 71-70. Prestonsburg with the ball. Endicott with it. And he loses it. Brady Kahn out in open court. Jacob Collins up and good. And South Floyd moves out by 3. Wesley Hager into the front court quickly. Gives it over to Nunnery. Here's Endicott. 3. No. Nelson with the rebound. Puts it up. No good, and he's fouled.
That foul would be on Blade Sloan. That's his fourth.
Well, somebody's going to leave here in a minute because everybody out there's got 4.
Chances are they found out they got 4.
And Nelson misses the free throw.
That squat free throw shooting.
2:48 left in the second overtime. 73-70, South Floyd with the lead. Cameron Nelson misses them both. South Floyd with the ball. Look for him to try to take some time off the clock here. And here they got it. That is Shane Kidd with it. Gives it over to Collins. Collins looking for help. Gets it to Kidd. And they go inside to Kahn. Puts it up good. Brady Kahn has taken over here in this second overtime. South Floyd by 5. Nunnery. Endicott. Here's Nunnery. Down the lane, gives it back out. Nelson. Endicott. Fakes the 3. Now he backs it out, resets the offense. And Blade Sloan knocks it loose from him, steals it. Collins with it. Heading to the bucket. Over to Isaac. No good, no good. Charge on Collins.
That Jacob Collins?
Yep.
That's 5.
He took it to the bucket, kicked it over to Isaac, but he charged after the pass. So take the bucket off the board. Collins is leaving his 5th foul. Prestonsburg will have the ball, trailing 5.
Dalton Boyd comes in. No action tonight.
1:52 left in the second overtime. Prestonsburg will have it, trailing by 5. Endicott has it into the front court. And he's looking for Hager. Now he gets it to Hager. Baseline. And here's Rose up, no good. battle for the rebound. Brady Kahn comes out with it, and he's fouled.
Number 50, that's Nick Rose. That's his first.
Brady Kahn will go to the line shooting 2. If he makes both of this one, Jonathan, that's a 3-possession game, 1:40 left. Prestonsburg's hit a couple of threes, but that's not been their forte tonight.
No. It's been get them out, spread it out, and take advantage of the man-to-man defense.
And Kahn misses it. 75-70, his team leads by 5. He'll have one more. And misses them both. Prestonsburg still in it, down by 5. Hager with it. Down the lane, in the corner, Endicott 3. No good. Brady Kahn with another rebound and another foul.
The quick foul. Drake Nunnery, that's his 5th.
No, I think they called that on Rose.
Oh, they did. That's it.
Yeah.
Nick Rose.
Rose came in as Blake Sloan fouled out for Prestonsburg. He's picked up 2. Brady Kahn will go back to the line. He just missed 2 there. The young man's probably getting wore down a little bit. He's played a lot of minutes, and he misses another one. 3 straight. He could have had this one put away for South Floyd, but every miss keeps Prestonsburg's hopes alive. He got one more. And this one's good. 76-70. South Floyd with the lead. Prestonsburg's Wesley Hager with the ball. He has it and nearly loses it out of bounds. Down the lane, Nunnery up and one. And he can cut it in half. What a game.
Blade Sloan. That's Blade Sloan's 5th.
So that's 3 players fouled out for South Floyd.
Kendall Hall.
Number 3, that's Kendall Hall coming in. Brady Kahn.
Kendall Little, right?
Kendall Little, yes,
yeah,
number
Kendall
3,
Little.
yeah. Brady Kahn out there with 4 fouls. 76-72. And make it 76-72 as Nunnery misses the free throw. South Floyd with it. Shane Kidd. And nearly thrown away. Little comes up with it. Here they go down to Isaac, and he loses it, gets control. And Brady Kahn fouled out over the back. And that'll be 4 players for South Floyd fouling out, 4 starters. Told you we'd see some bench players in there for us and over with.
Some of these young guys who played the tougher schedule, strength of schedule, what comes down to.
And who is that for Prestonsburg? Can't see the number.
Is that 2? Drake Nunnery?
Nunnery, he was just there, missed the free throw. 76-72, 59 seconds left in the second overtime, folks, if you're just now tuning in. And Nunnery knocks it down. 1 possession game, 76-73. He can cut it to 2. South Floyd has missed enough free throws here in this second overtime. They could have had this one put away. Nunnery, second free throw good. And Prestonsburg back to within 2, 76-74. They'll take a timeout, full timeout. We'll stay here with it, 59 seconds. South Floyd will have the ball. They lead by 2. They have 4 starters on the bench that has fouled out. Only starter on the floor for South Floyd is Shane Kidd. Prestonsburg's had 1 player to foul out. That's Blake Johnson. Of course, he went to the bench with 26 points.
You know, and J.R. Tackett with 12, Jacob Collins with 15, and Brady Collins with 27, all sitting down on her on the bench.
Collin had 27.
Yep.
So he ended up being the highest point man.
And in foul trouble for, you know, most of the game.
Well, I look, don't know, see who's going to take it out for South Floyd. Number 3, that's Kendall Little taking the ball out. So Shane Kidd is the only starter in there, so Prestonsburg will have a choice on who they can foul and send to the line. As Little receives the ball, gets it in, and you got a double team and a foul.
Foul number 1, Chandler Nelson. That's his 4th.
And number 21, Dalton Boyd, will go to the line for South Floyd. He the only time he's been in the game is here in this second overtime. So he'll have 2 free throws and knocks the first one down.
Coach, I can play.
77-74. This was the big one right here. Be a 2-possession game if he knocks this one down. And rolls around, bounces off.
Yeah, good shot.
So Prestonsburg still within 3. Endicott into the front court. They looking for Hager. He gets it. Drives, kicks it over to Endicott. 3, no good. And South Floyd with the rebound. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with South Floyd as Prestonsburg couldn't come up with the steal, knocks it out. South Floyd will have it, 37 seconds left. South Floyd by 3, double overtime. The championship game will have a hard time matching this one, right?
You're right.
And here's South Floyd gets it in. And under the bucket, shot put up, no good. Isaac with the rebound, no good. Battle for the rebound. Prestonsburg comes off with it, gives it to Endicott. Into the front court. Prestonsburg down 3. Endicott looking over at Coach Rossett, and how many timeouts they get?
They can take carry over, add 1.
I think they've been giving them 2 or 3 at a time. Prestonsburg with the timeout. Let's see what they got.
It's 4 timeout.
Well, we're looking at the official to see if they're going to tell them how many timeouts they've got left. And let's see, he's going to the scores table, see if we can pick it up here.
They're saying check the book.
18 seconds is all we have left. 77-74.
Yeah, Prestonsburg's out of timeouts.
Okay. 77-74, Prestonsburg will have the ball when we return. They trail by 3. We're in double overtime. It's a good thing that the winner of this is going to have 2 nights to rest up before they play Friday night, or it'd be advantage South, it'd be advantage Allen Central, wouldn't it?
You're right. Now Central boys are in the house over there watching the game, scouting. It's going to be a late night for those guys, too.
Well, I don't think they have to do much scouting, though. They've probably played both of these teams enough the last 3 or 4 years. They're probably good friends with them, a lot of them.
Right.
But when you step inside that square, you know, it's friendship's off. So Prestonsburg will have it. And I can't even see who's throwing it in, but they get it into Endicott. That was Hager throwing it in. He rolls over into the corner looking for a 3. Here's Endicott. He drives down the lane, shot up, no good. He's fouled. 7.4 seconds left. We've been there before. Brady Conn knocked 2 free throws down with 7.4 seconds left in the first overtime to tie it up and put it in double overtime. Of course, Endicott now goes to the line trailing by 3. And the first one's good. 77-75. Endicott will have 1 more. And it's up and good.
That's good.
Perfect on those 2. And Prestonsburg's number 13, that's Phil Cornett coming in. 7.4 seconds left, 1 point lead, South Floyd. They'll have it, bring it to the length of the floor as Little looking to bring it in. Looking, and what we got?
Timeout, South Floyd.
Timeout, South Floyd. Boy, I tell you, it couldn't been more than a half a second for a 5-second count.
I would say most Prestonsburg parents and fans counted about 7.
Well, this one's been so exciting, the fans is up most of the time. They're wore out, they're sitting down now. And South Floyd ends up calling the timeout.
Saved the 5-second call.
Okay, he's pointing Prestonsburg. Neither team with no timeouts left, I see him indicating now. No timeout, 7.4 seconds left, 77-76. South Floyd with the lead. They will have the ball. They'll have to bring it to the length of the floor.
Well, that's a dangerous spot to be at.
And what can you say?
Dangerous spot to be at down there. You got some of these guys on the bench that's played. It's not played many minutes. I'd say it's a nervous situation down there at South Floyd Huddle.
I'd say it is. And both teams breaks the huddle now. And here will be Kendall Little stepping out of bounds to try to trigger the ball in for South Floyd. South Floyd, he's got it. He can run the baseline, and he's looking, throws it in, and there's a foul. 5.2 seconds left. And Shane Kidd, the only starter still in the game for South Floyd, he'll step to the line, shooting 2.
Foul on Wes Hager, that's his 3rd.
So if Kidd knocks both of these down, it's still just a 3-point game. And Thurston rattles and falls through. 78-76. He'll have one more. Eyes the bucket. Shot in the air. Good. 3-point lead. No timeout for Prestonsburg. Here's Endicott. 3-2, three-pointer. No good. And South Floyd survives. 79-76. Double overtime. And they'll move on to the championship game Friday night to face Allen Central. So we'll send it back to the station. Be back shortly with some final stats and comments. It's your Intermountain Sports Network. And we're back at the D.W. Howard Fieldhouse as we just got through with the marathon, folks. It's double overtime, and South Floyd ends up winning it by 3, 77-74, as Prestonsburg misses a 3 at the buzzer. And Jonathan, I know you got a lot of numbers there. Let's go over them.
All right, first off for your Prestonsburg, valiant effort. Chandler Nelson with 11 points, Austin Endicott with 23, Wes Hager with 4, Drake Nunnery with 11, Blake Sloan with 26, and Adam Sloan with 1. They were 20 for 35 from the free throws. They had 30 rebounds and 13 turnovers. For your victorious South Floyd Raiders, J.R. Tackett finished with 12 before fouling out. Jacob Collins with 15 before fouling out. Brady Conn also fouled out with 27. Blake Johnson had 2. Blade Sloan failed to score. Shane Kidd come in with 11. Those last 2 free throws. Kyle Isaac with 9. Dalton Boyd with 1. And they went 19 for 31 team free throws. And turnovers, 14. Rebounds, 28. So it's 28 to 30 rebounds, and turnovers were very close. It was a great game, valiant effort from Prestonsburg. He had a great game plan. and excited to see this championship game.
Both teams left everything they had on the floor. You're right, as they will move on to the championship game. That'll be Friday night right here at the D.W. Howard Fieldhouse, 7 o'clock. And the two teams that, or the two schools that will be consolidating next year into Floyd Central, Allen Central, and South Floyd, they will meet in the district championship game. So there's a little bit of irony in that. Every which team that wins that will be the last ever district championship for that school. And in tonight's first game, we had a dandy also, the girls' game, 47-43, Betsy Layne over Prestonsburg's girls. And they will be playing Thursday night now at 7 o'clock here, and they will meet South Floyd. So South Floyd will have their boys and girls in the championship game. So we like to encourage everyone to come out and attend those games. If you can't, we'll be right back here on the air on WXKZ 105.3. And for all of you that stayed with us out there tonight, it's been a long night. We appreciate you listening in. So with that, Eli back to the station, Wayne Figured on camera, my old buddy Jonathan Parsons. We're going to wrap it up here tonight. Say so long as Prestonsburg loses to South Floyd 77-74 in double overtime. This is high school basketball on the Intermountain Sports Network.